What's going on, y'all? We back at it again in the garage. Got some floor jacks and some jack stands lined up because we got some got a special little install going on today. Got the toolbox locked and loaded, ready to roll. We are doing a leveling kit, 2-inch rough country leveling kit on a 2018 Ford F-150. My boy Pete Davidson, got to hook him up for his birthday. So yeah, we're gonna do that. He'll be over shortly, so we'll be filming that, how to do all that, and then I had to get in on this, man. Look at this tailgate. My boy Dave painted for my dad. It's for my dad's truck. Look at this thing. That's like a sore dick, man. You can't beat that. Ooh, I'm gonna get in on that action. Hold up. Look at this sweaty little Jerry, man. Ooh. My boy Dave. Dave, if you could adopt me, man, I could be your stepson. I'll be cool with that, man. Because you can paint, brother. I got it all put back together. Took all the hardware off, the plastic on the bottom, tailgate handle, the badge, all that. So just got this back yesterday. So we're going to slap this on first. And then, yeah, we're just waiting for my boy Pete Davidson because we're going to be getting after it. Brought to you by Harbor Freight. I don't know if I can trust those, but we're going to try and trust them. So, yeah. Yep. All right, here's the, I got to take a before picture here. The 2018 F-150. Got the limo tint on, you already know. So we throwing this rough country kit right in here. Got the, from their website, rough country 2-inch level lift, whatever you want to call it. You got these, I think they're billet aluminum pucks. Got 2 of these bad boys. Supplied hardware. What else they give us? Some stickers. Roof rack system. They didn't give us the system, but they got the paper in there. That's all right. So yeah, gonna take before and after, and we're gonna start working our way through this, filming how we're gonna make this thing look different. Got the tailgate looking good. Look really nice. Got the garbage man. All right, guys, so we're going into step 1 here. So it's got the factory 20s on it. It's a 21 millimeter socket to get the lugs off, which you can figure that out. So use my 12-ton jack stands, the big reds. I actually really like these. Get them in a safe spot on the frame. Got them on both sides, and I leave the floor jack under there. It's a 4-ton Daytona. I leave that just in case. So basically, long story short, we're going to take the rotor off. We're going to take the caliper off. We're going to drop this ball joint. We're going to pull this tie rod end out. We're going to drop this sway bar right here. We're going to disconnect this, and then we're going to unbolt the strut. Unbolt 3 bolts up here. I think they're 18 millimeters. And then basically we're going to take this bad boy out, kind of bend this down at these joints down here. Take this out, put the puck on, and we'll walk you through that. So we're going to do one side at a time. I think we're going to start on the passenger side, so it looks the same. Yep. Jack stand on the frame. Be safe. Floor jack just in case, y'all. So we're going to start popping this shit out, and we'll let you know how it goes. All right, so we got right into it here. So we got the caliper, bracket. We got the caliper itself. Got me a little hook. You get these off Amazon really cheap. The slide pin bolts are a 13 millimeter. So we take them out, hang this off to the side. I took these 2 bolts out. We got a 8 and a 10 millimeter right here, which is just holding this little bracket in. So I got everything hanging right now. We're gonna take the bracket off for the caliper, which this is a 21, so I had to get the breaker bar out. We'll get this bad boy off, take the rotor off, we'll take the dust shield off, and then we'll start disassembling everything else. So we'll show you on that here in a second. I don't remember where we left off, but the dust shield, it's 3 8mm bolts. The rotor gets you a big old rubber dead blow, beat her off a little bit. If you live in Ohio, you got some rust stuff. Like I said, the dust shield, that's just 8mm. Rotor comes off. So now we're going to work our way to getting the ball joint, tie rod end off, and then the sway bar link over here. The sway bar link, there's actually, you got to hold it down here with a wrench while you take it off up here, from what I do remember. So we'll see if we have to, but you can take this cap off, and there's a nut behind here. Take the nut off for the CV shaft. Because basically this hole, you're bending it down, and then you're going to pull the strut out. So if we don't have enough clearance, then we'll just unbolt this. So because you don't want to mess this boot up or anything. You don't want grease flying everywhere down the road on all your fancy leveling kit components. So we're gonna keep on chugging along here, see what the next victim is. I think we'll go with this cat right here. All right, so tie rod's off. This is also a 21 millimeter. Take that out of this knuckle right here. So now we're getting the sway bar link, and the sway bar link, you got to hold it at the top. Let me get in there. Hold it at the top. All right, Jay, come on, get in here. So we got the nut like this. Oh, hold on, I'm going the wrong way. Oh, geez, getting all buzzed up already. So you guys can get a regular wrench or channel locks, whatever you want. We're just gonna use adjustable wrench. We're just gonna, is it sliding?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, guys, we changed our plan. Use an 8 millimeter. Don't try and get some vice grips on it. We don't want to chew her up. So we got the 8 mil with the breaker bar. Just cranking it off. Definitely use some PB Blaster. Fucker's tight.
Yeah, it's like getting tighter. Fucking lock nuts.
Man, I am not left-handed. This is not like a sore dick. You can beat this, man. Woo. Yeah, she's a little warm. So, there's that. So then everything's gonna drop down. No, I'm kidding. So then I think we might actually have to, we actually don't even have to worry about tapping that off, because once we drop this, it'll just fall out of there. So that's off right there. It's a little 18. It's like a nylock. It's got some orange stuff in it. So that's off. So we're gonna go for this ball joint now. Alrighty, so good thing about this being aluminum, everything just drops out really nice. Ball joint seems mighty fine. Dropped right out in the knuckle, control arm, whatever you want to call it. So we are going to drop the bolts for the strut, and then this whole thing should come down. We're gonna support it with the floor jack. Yes, sir.
Which I don't understand why.
Yeah, I don't either. So
Why would you, he's like, oh yeah, just hand tight it in.
So we're gonna we took this cap off right here. A little seal that goes on there, it's aluminum, be careful with it. Then you got that is not a 15 millimeter. That's a small little Jerry. So we're gonna take this out so the splines pull out for the CV shaft. So we'll be able to really drop everything down. So we'll do that real quick. So now that we got it's actually a 13 millimeter, not a 15. Got the splines in here. Just be careful with all this. Everything's greased really nice, so I mean, we might slap some more grease on it, but I think it's good, honestly, as long as no dirt gets in there. There is a torque spec for that nut too. We'll get that at the end, but now we're gonna drop this strut out. 18's on top, so 18's on the bottom. So continue with doing this. All right, guys. So start with taking the bottom out first. So we got all this apart. So Jake pushed down on this while I basically left a nut up there to keep that up top. And then this pretty much, as this whole arm is pushing down, this slid out. So now we got access to it. So we're gonna take that nut off, and then we're gonna take it off and then show you putting the first puck on. And then we'll put everything back together. All right. So these studs right here are the new ones that come supplied. We got it's like a spline almost on it that like bites in. So we pound these in, just a hammer and a punch, put it in the vise. I use like a little microfiber just so I'm not biting down on it too hard. This is obviously out when you put it in the truck. So when you're facing like where the wheel would be, that's where that side would go. The strut is out. So we're gonna bolt that on the strut, and then we're gonna show you, we're gonna have to 180 this strut, move it to line everything back up, because that's gonna be off that angle right there. So we'll slap this guy on, throw some blue Loctite on it, tighten her down, and then yeah, we'll show you how to move her around, and then we'll start slapping everything back in. Got this in, got all the nylocks on there, the nuts are all tightened down. So you do have to rotate this 180, the angle of this like bushing down here. So I just ended up putting it in the vise and kind of use like the whole strut itself as like leverage, and then push 180 that way, because this was facing this way pointing down, so we needed it that way. So Kind of just threw her in there, and we're gonna slap her back in and see what we got here. Sponsored by Miller Lite. Guaranteed over here. Guaranteed tightness of hardware, Guten tight. So we got the spacer up there, 2-inch rough country, just chilling in there, tightened down. We rotated this bushing 180, got that back in. So now we're gonna start slapping everything back together, and we're gonna show you what it looks like. You got a little angle right here. I mean, you're gonna have that with that 2-inch spacer. So we're gonna start filming the other side. Bolted all this up. I mean, it's everything the way I took it off. So this is the passenger side's done. So obviously it's not sitting on its weight. The wheel's just on though, still on jack stand. So we're gonna go ahead and go for the other side. And what we ended up having to do, long story short, was originally what we did. So when you put this up, the spacer from rough country has got one direction. It's supposed to be this way, is out. So what it does is this whole coil, it flips it 180. So this coil used to be on the back, now it's front facing. So down here, the 2 bolts down here for the strut itself, we just had to, they were like this, and we had to do that like we originally did. So yeah, so this side's done. We're gonna work on the other side now.
Get them.
Oh.
A blowjob, baby.
Okay, I like that. That's about it. All right, so we're starting on this side the same. Caliper's off with the 13mm bolt. Took the bracket off. That's a 21mm right there. We'll set that aside. We'll go ahead and knock this rotor off. Take the dust shield off. Take the TPMS sensor out. Ball joint, tie rod, sway bar link, CV shaft, whatever you want to call it, the axle. We'll do all that, repeat, and we'll drop all this again. So, yeah. Passenger side, that's where we're at now. It's the same steps, but I'll film it anyway. Come on, get in on that action. Y'all, I made a mistake too. I keep saying we're on the passenger side, but I'm on the damn driver's side. Killing me.
Dumb bitch.
Killing me. Yeah, we did the passenger side already. It went all right. Now we're doing. You know what? Now we're doing this.
Dumb bitch.
My boy Jay Lee. Getting in on that. Pete Davidson over here ratcheting. Oh, boing.
That's what my dick does when some dumb broad is rubbing on it.
Look at that cat plate. Cat litter.
Cat play.
Cat
Why
play.
real life?
Why?
Real life?
Wide wheel. Man, dude, we're filled with wide wheels in this driveway. Bunch of beaters.
Work beaters.
Look at this. We're just working on all these Fords. All right, y'all. So this is what we're looking like here. Upper control arm again. Ball joint dropped. Tie rod dropped. Sway bar. Still chilling in there, but you can see she's just in and out. CV shaft. Be careful with these splines. Be careful with everything. All this jazz. She's just chilling. So now we're going to put the spacer on, and then we're going to flip this bad Jerry around again. We're going to repeat the process. So yeah, back at it again. Driver's side, finishing it. All right, y'all, working on the trucks. Got to make a pit stop. My man. Yes, sir. All right, so we got this bad boy all hooked back up. Push in bolts. They got like little splines on them. Tap them in. Nuts are all in here. The nylocks, Loctite, and all that. So same thing. Come over to the vise. This angle was like this. Put it in the vise. Turn it over, and then boom. So we're gonna go put this bad Jerry back in. Continue with it. All right, so this is tilted. Got her in. Got this all buzzered up. Got them snug. We're gonna tighten them up right now and just keep assembling everything. Excuse me. Kazoom tight.
Bless you. Thank you.
It's a good looking popsicle right there. Get in on that action. Nice. All right. 30 foot-pounds. Oh, there she is.
Double check it.
That's it. That's the clicker. All right. So here we are. We actually had to use the crowbar on this side to bend this control arm down to get this bad Jerry in there. Tie rod's hooked back up. It's 21 millimeter. The 18 millimeters on the bottom of the strut bolts are hooked up. This is torqued to 30 foot-pounds. Speed sensor, I just cleaned it and actually put some grease on it. It's in. These are 8 and a 10 millimeter. These are tightened down. So we're going to put the dust shield on, the rotor, the caliper, and then hopefully take it for a test drive and see what kind of operation we're working with here. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. Check it out, y'all. 2-inch level on the Pete Davidson mobile. We are now officially tooted. Are we tooted? I don't think we're tooted.
Jake, does Yeah.
We're gonna go take it for a ride right now.
It looks like it sits up about 2 inches.
How many inches?
I think almost 2 inches.
Okay.
God, does it look good?
I think that's about 2 inches.
How many?
I think that's about 2 inches of like lift almost.
2 inches?
I think it's about 2 inches.
All right. You heard it here first, YouTube. Your local hillbilly said 2 inches.
That's about 2 inches if I had to guess.
Your local hillbilly. What time? We are.
Oh yeah, we got the test ride going on here, y'all. She rides pretty good. The old Eco Booster. She's now on a 2-inch rough country leveling kit. You're here live from the cockpit. Steering wheel straight, no vibration. Jay Lee's here. It's a good time.
What's happening?
What's happening? Nice little night we're having here.
It is a wonderful night.
Yeah, we got bags flying around back here. All right, y'all, so this is it. This is what we're operating with here. Got the Pete Davidson mobile all buzzered up.
It looks good.
It looks good. Got the 2-inch level on her. Oh, I'm messing the camera up. Yeah. Pretty sweet. 2 inches. So, yeah. This is on a 2018 F-150. If anyone was curious. Looks good. Thanks for watching, everybody. Like, comment, and subscribe. If you want more F-150 content, you're not going to get it. Just saying. Super Duty? Possibly. So, yeah.